agenda 5.1, consideration of action, if any, of items discussed in closed section. We have no action or items to discuss. May I have a motion to adjourn closed session?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And now I will welcome you to the Monday, February 12th Board of Park Commissioners regular meeting. May I have a roll call?
Commissioner Leahy,
Here.
Commissioner Frazier,
Here.
Commissioner Clark,
Here.
Commissioner Murdoch,
Here.
Commissioner Duffy, here, Commissioner Kozlowskis.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. First on our agenda tonight is the consent agenda. May I have a motion to approve?
I move to approve the consent agenda of February 12th, 2024, regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners, a copy of which is to be attached to and become a permanent part of the minutes of this meeting.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Would anyone like to remove anything from the consent? Okay, roll call?
Commissioner Leahy,
Yes.
Commissioner Frazier,
Yes.
Commissioner Clark,
Yes.
Commissioner Murdoch,
Yes.
Commissioner Duffy,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowskis.
Yes.
Consent agenda is approved.
This brings us to 3.0 on our agenda, communications and correspondence. We, the board, would like to acknowledge that there was a lot of communication and correspondence this week, included in our packet. Specifically with respect to communications, I want to emphasize or call to light that there were a couple communications from the district that went out this week regarding the registration situation, expressing our sincere apologies and disappointment with how registration was ultimately canceled and rescheduled this past Tuesday. And Director Wilson, do you want to share a little bit more about that?
Sure. I want to start by echoing the sentiments of apology and simply say sorry. The technical difficulties that we experienced on Tuesday caused a lot of stress for our families trying to register for summer camp, and that's a stress they should not have to endure. We experienced multiple shutdowns and subsequent restarts of a critical piece of our computer network system. This caused the system to be more unavailable than available during registration before we determined ultimately we needed to suspend the entire process. The number of simultaneous connections to our system has been determined to be the main issue, and to address this, we will be migrating the system to an external solution, which will allow for us to implement a new waiting room feature to limit the number of simultaneous connections to avoid future system shutdowns. This migration will begin the night of the 14th and should be done by the evening of the 15th. During this time period, our system will not be available online or to the staff of the district. The steps we're taking to improve the technical aspects of registration have been planned for 2024 as a part of our recently concluded budgeting process. While we typically take advantage of a larger window of time between our spring-summer registration and our fall registration to implement such improvements, the recent registration woes has caused us to move our timeline up. With that said, I want to assure everyone that these upgrades will be successful despite the accelerated timeline. This is the exact solution facilitated by the same people at the same company that multiple other districts who use the same software have implemented after experiencing the same exact issues, and they've had 100% success. In addition, during the day of and in the days following the registration, we've received many emails from residents offering suggestions on how we can improve the registration process in many other ways other than just technical upgrades. We appreciate this feedback because if we can improve the process for the majority of our residents, we certainly want to do all we can. Similar to the planned technical changes, we have been planning to seek public input on our registration process this year via focus groups that are now planned for April, followed by surveys sent to the entire community. I want to encourage as many people as possible to engage with these input opportunities so we can do our best to improve the registration experience. Lastly, I want to extend a secondary apology for initially stating we would honor completed registrations at the time we suspended registration to later determine that we would not. After much discussion and deliberation about the number of people who were at various stages of the processes reflected in the system with our data, we concluded the most fair thing to do would be a complete resetting of the registration process and to begin with a clean slate. In the future, we will make sure to be more prudent with our communications in the moment to avoid creating further unnecessary confusion and stress. With all of that said, we fully understand we have a long road ahead to restore the trust and faith of our residents when it comes to the registration process. We are committed to do all that we can, and we look forward to working with our residents to accomplish this task. In conclusion, I again want to express our sincere apology to all residents of Wilmette, and in particular the families directly impacted last Tuesday during camp registration.
Thank you for that. We will discuss that further during the director's report or entertain any questions, but I wanted to put that out there now as part of communication because the pieces of that were in many of the emails that Director Wilson has replied to the emails that are in our packet. So I wanted everyone in the community to have that information. With that, we'll come to public comment. Would anyone like to address the board this evening? Okay, then we are on 5.0, Executive Director's Report.
You want to talk about summer camp registration?
Let's talk about summer camp registration.
So that is at the top of the report. We can discuss that, or I can kind of walk through the rest of the report and we can circle back to it, whatever people prefer.
Let's stay here since we're there. Do any commissioners have further questions?
Nope.
Further questions? No, I want to acknowledge that our staff at the rec center that day, I thought, did a fantastic job. Superintendent Merrill, for example, I walked through the lobby with my 2-year-old and was out there trying to help people through the process as he didn't have much information. I thought he did an amazing job just helping our residents understand that sometimes technology does get in the way. And so the people are what are behind this trying to make the machine work better. And a board commitment and director commitment to improving this, I think, is the first acknowledgement that was made in that. And I'm so happy to hear that we will make this a priority to improve it for people and residents going forward.
Well said.
And as I said at the beginning, the board, we all extend our apologies to the residents as well. We share that, and we certainly acknowledge that change is coming, as Director Wilson has said. And I want to also echo what he said about it is not ever the district's intent or the board's to go back on our word on something. And so while in the moment and the urgency of responding, perhaps it was overpromised about honoring those registrations. I know we had a lot in our correspondence and communications regarding the folks that were unregistered when they thought they were. But as we were more informed of the situation, there truly was such inaccuracy and unreliability in what was and wasn't a registration that it was not going to be fair however you were going to split those hairs. And so thanks to the staff and the team for navigating the love letters that we received, and but they were fair. It was an inconvenience to everyone, and we are all looking forward to that and thankful for the assurity that some of the other districts have had high success rates. Mm-hmm. So more on that to come.
All right, continuing with the director's report, looking at the items you have under new business. We have the GILLSON Park landscape plans for your consideration. These were reviewed by Upland Design during the last committee of the whole meeting. During that presentation, the committee asked some questions of the designer. There's a memo in front of the plans in your packet addressing those questions. A couple of the questions have led to some minor alterations to the plan from the committee of the whole until now, all positive changes, and it's for your consideration under new business. Also, as we get going in a new year, it's time to execute on some bids. We have multiple bids for your consideration. One is for custodial services. This is an external contract for cleaning of our facilities overnight, every night. We are pleased with the bid results as compared to our budgeted amount. Likewise, you might remember the Virginia Graham-Baker Act requires specific covers to be installed on all public pools. It's time for our covers to be replaced from that initial requirement. Again, the budget, the bid came in less than budget, so favorable again. And lastly, seal coating of various parking lots. And again, this came in under budget by $600. Lastly, you have surplus property, significant amount of electronic equipment outlined in the packet in a table, as well as a couple motors for trash compactors that are no longer needed since the Village of Wilmette is utilizing a different provider for our trash services. I think that's everything. Yes, that's everything on the report.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Okay.
I do have one quick question. I apologize. I was not in attendance for the review of the GILLSON plan. And in initial conversation with Steve, yeah, I know a new business. I can still ask this question. In my initial conversation with Steve about it, you had mentioned, Steve, that there were some trees that were planted in area of the main open space. Did those get moved out?
Those
like, to your
were removed
satisfaction?
prior to the presentation at the committee of the whole, and the committee asked specifically the questions about tree placement for operations, including firework displays for the July 3rd.
Yeah, it was my recollection, and we talked about how it may have been impacting like some of the soccer fields that were in the main.
Correct.
open.
But
So that's all good.
that feedback was provided to Upland prior to their presentation to the committee of the whole, and they had already made those alterations.
Thank you. That was my only question about it. Thank you.
Okay. Then, having no unfinished business, we'll go to new business. 7.1, consideration of GILLSON landscape plan. Do we have a motion?
I move to approve the Gilson Park landscape plan as proposed by Upland Design.
I second.
And I was going to say, do we have any conversation or questions on GILLSON?
Yeah.
But it's all good. Any further questions or discussion on GILLSON?
We should celebrate this. This is a big win, a long time in the making.
Right, and it's a great plan, and over time, it's really going to enhance the Gilson Park in a lot of ways, for sure.
No, I would like to reiterate some of the comments about tree removals. I think it's important to at least be in public, even though there aren't many people here that are witnessing it. Maybe they will watch this. But there will be tree removals, not just because some are invasive trees or non-native trees, but also in the study, it looks like some of the trees are impacting the deterioration of the dunes. And so some trees will be removed and other plants planted so that we can establish the dune growth again, because the trees are blocking out growth, and so therefore the sand isn't sticking around. So I think it's important to note that the landscape plan does include removal of trees at GILLSON, but there will be trees being replanted in substantial numbers.
It's a 10-year plan.
Yeah, it's a 10-year plan.
Trees are
Good to
gonna be-
point out. It's important not to plant all the trees at the same time.
And I just my comment is just a reminder that I say a lot is that Midwest is an oak savanna, not a forest, and that many of the native species birds that come here don't want a forest. They want all the understory. They want the growths, the perennials underneath. So some of these trees being removed actually prevent the growth of those types of plants, and so it will be a healthier ecosystem without them.
Excellent point.
I really appreciated the presentation at the committee meeting a couple weeks ago. It was extremely thorough, and this plan is so well thought out. I'm very much looking forward to seeing the beginning of this. And as Allie said, this is definitely a celebratory moment. It's been a long time discussing the renovations for GILLSON, or the rejuvenation or refresh and repairs of some of the under infrastructure. So shall we take a roll call?
Sure. Commissioner Leahy,
Yes.
Commissioner Frazier,
Yes.
Commissioner Clark,
Yes.
Commissioner Murdoch,
Enthusiastically, yes.
Commissioner Duffy, Commissioner Kozlowski,
Yes.
and is approved.
Okay. 7.2, consideration of the cleaning bid.
You want a motion?
May I have a motion, please?
Oh, let's see.
I move to approve the third shift custodial services bid of $325,116.
I'll second that.
All right.
Do we have any discussion?
I got a couple of quick questions. Did we have multiple bidders on this one? And I just, in some of the others, we knew where the bids were. Were they all pretty close, and where was it relative to budget? Do you recall?
The existing contractor was at the same price.
Come up so we can get it
Thank
in the
you.
recording properly.
The existing
Christy
contractor.
Solberg, everybody.
was at the same price, and
Okay.
they were just a little bit higher.
Okay.
And there was a third bidder that was split in between the two of them, so around 350.
So all really close.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
and our budget number based on last year was about the same as well.
Correct.
And I know that in the budget process, we had contemplated going in a different direction with this. This isn't a long-term contract. This is a one-year deal, or we have some flexibility if we decide to go in a
Correct.
different direction and bring that
We have
in-house.
flexibility both ways.
Both
So
ways.
we can renew it if we want to without going to bid for
Okay.
the next 2 years.
Great.
Or we can cancel the contract at the end of the year.
Wonderful. Those are my questions.
Christy Solberg, everybody.
May I have a roll call?
Commissioner Leahy,
Yes.
Commissioner Frazier.
Yes.
Commissioner Clark.
Yes.
Commissioner Murdoch.
Yes.
Commissioner Duffy.
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowskis.
Yes.
Bid is approved.
Okay, 7.3, may I have a motion for the consideration of the pool drain cover bid?
I move to approve the Aegis and Aquastar drain covers bid for $25,499.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
One quick comment, just that the next bid was almost double, so this is great.
This is great. Roll call?
Commissioner Leahy,
Yes.
Commissioner Frazier.
Yes.
Commissioner Clark.
Yes.
Commissioner Murdoch.
Yes.
Commissioner Duffy.
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowskis.
Yes.
Bid is approved.
7.4, consideration of seal coating bid.
I move to approve the parking lot seal coating bid for $49,400.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Just one comment again, that there was a lower bidder of 32,300, but they didn't follow our specs, correct? And with seal coating, the materials you use have a tremendous impact on how durable it is. So I'm glad to see that we're picking one that followed our requests.
Thank you. Roll call?
Commissioner Leahy.
Yes.
Commissioner Frazier.
Yes.
Commissioner Clark.
Yes.
Commissioner Murdoch.
Yes.
Commissioner Duffy.
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowskis.
Yes.
Bid is approved.
7.5. Would anyone else like to?
I moved to. No, he's been talking about me to get this. I seconded this. I move to approve surplus property ordinance 2024-0-3, an ordinance authorizing the disposal of certain surplus property owned by the Wilmette Park District.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I'm not going to
I
comment.
can ask, do people actually use this? I'm glad-
It looks like an annual clean out the closet list to me.
On the electronics, yes.
Roll call?
Commissioner Leahy.
Yes.
Commissioner Frazier.
Yes.
Commissioner Clark.
Yes.
Commissioner Murdoch.
Yes.
Commissioner Duffy.
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowskis.
Yes.
Surplus ordinance approved.
Okay.
All right, Duffy,
This
you're
brings
up.
us to the time in the meeting where we
Duffy, you're
will
up.
refer to the superintendent's reports in the back of our packet.
I love this part of the meeting because I get to throw out the flowers, the bouquets to the staff for the work they do. But if anybody could please spend some time looking at the before and after pictures and the different projects that staff has worked on throughout the district, from clearing snow to repairing fences to trimming trees to
Repairing burst pipes?
frozen pipes to the floor work they did at different locations. This is stuff that just doesn't get mentioned, and staff doesn't get credit for the work that they do. That nobody really notices. So again, I love pointing it out, and I appreciate that you give me the opportunity to bring it up. So thank you to the staff, and thank you
Thank you
guys.
to the staff.
I just think it's a shame that the ice rinks only lasted a week. I mean,
No,
they
weather.
were really heavily used for that week. But
And Steve's giving me the eagle eye. I'm going to say, wouldn't it be great if we had temperature-controlled outdoor rinks in our community
At
someplace?
Batman,
Wherever works for me.
wherever we can.
We can save up, but right now we're going to invest in technology.
Yeah, just to bring note, Sheila, 16 years in a row, Government Financial Officers Association's Certificate of Achievement and Excellence in Financial Reporting. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sheila.
yeah.
And I wanted to acknowledge that there's a couple of new employees in the district, and so I want to say welcome to the new full-time and part-time staff, and many of the staff to come as we're ramping up here for the summer season. So welcome to those individuals as well.
And I will thank Dave for his very thorough Recreation Department report, as long as we're mentioning staff.
Everyone gets an okay.
Everyone gets some okay today. Very good. We had on the agenda the potential to adjourn to closed session. The board does not need to do that at this point. So may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.